right, welcome everybody. In today's video, we are going to be going over how to prepare your graphics for listing. Whether you're listing it on your own store or on the Etsy store, you want to make sure that you have the right size, right? So what you'll do is you'll go to Magic Resize and just make sure your design is appropriate for the size. So right now, I don't know exactly what size design we're in, but I think it's matter of fact, it's 4096 by 4096 pixels, which I know is a larger size, but you'll make sure whatever platform you're uploading on that you have the right pixel size. And if you don't, you'll go here, you'll click on what size you want, and then you'll hit at the bottom. Like if I was to click here, click continue, I would be able to resize the document, right? So today we're going to go over how to actually prepare your documents to make them look good for Etsy listings or your own store, right? So I want to be able to recreate this right here. As you can see, I'm hovering over all the images. And what I want to do is I want to make this bigger. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see, right? I want to be able to recreate this, right? Because this is a nice design, right? A nice design aesthetic. So people know exactly what they're getting and they can actually see a snapshot of images of what they would get inside of their clip art pack. So again, I'm going to click here. I'm going to click add page. So now we have a blank page, right? We have a blank page. And what I want to do is I want to bring in these shapes. So here is the actual shape. So everything is saved. But what you'll do is you'll go into elements and you'll go under shape, right? And you'll click a square, right? And when you click the square, you'll be able to bring this inside of your document and you'll place this at the bottom, right? You'll place this at the bottom of your design and you'll do the same thing for the middle, right? Because that's where that saying is. So you'll place a box like this in the middle and you'll be able to change the colors. Once you click on color, you'll be able to change the color of the design that you want, right? So that is how I would get started, right? And you could just center this to make sure it's in the center. As you can see, the purple lines come up. You just make sure it's in the center of the document, right? Get it as close to the center as possible. Once you see kind of that cross mark right here, boom, it's like right there in the center, right? So I'm going to delete this out. I just want to show you all how to do that. For time's sake, I'm going to actually take the boxes that I've already created, group these together and just bring them over just so I'm able to bring this inside. We're going to group this, right click, we're going to copy. I'm going to bring this into the blank document, right? So that's perfect. And I'm going to do the same thing here, right? I'm going to copy this and I'm going to bring it inside of here as well. So now I have everything that I want. I'm actually going to bring this up just a little bit and let me zoom out some. All right, cool. So now we have the document here. The font, I'm using Bango Wood. Bango Wood is the font that I'm using, and then Montserrat. So now we have the document, and now I already have my images in place. So now I just want to begin to grab the different images that I want. So I go in and now I'm just copying, right? I want it to make sense to what it is that I have going on. So I'm pasting the images inside of the actual file and I'm just resizing it, right? So I want this image here. I'm gonna position this to the back because I don't want her legs to go over. I'm going to move this down some, right? So now I have that. And now I'm just going in and just grabbing different documents, right, at this point. So I'm going to grab in the scene that I created. So let's grab one of these scenes. So I'm going to have to group everything together because I don't want it to get messed up. So I have to group everything together. I need to make sure I can grab everything. What I'm going to do is actually... I'm going to just do that because then when you just drag over everything, it just picks up everything because as you can see, that lamp was to the back. So it was giving me a hard time. So now I'm going to go back in again to the document and I'm going to paste this, right? Because I like to show the scenes as well, right? So I'm going to put this in an appropriate place. So this will be really nice at the bottom. Just make it a tad bit smaller. I don't want anything really covering right? So now we have that scene. I want to go in, let's bring in this together. Again, we want to group that. We want to copy this, right? We want to bring this inside. I want this to come in. And really, you're just placing everything where it makes sense, right? So I want to place this. We're going to move this right here, right? I think it's perfect right there. And we could shift things around as we get more things in. I like this. I'm going to bring this in. So now I'm just basically copying everything into what I want it to be, right? I'm copying it, moving that up, and just bringing it inside of where it makes sense. Bringing in everything that I want. Like, I want to bring in the most exciting pieces, right? Into the document. So let's see what else we have. All right, we have this. So we'll copy this one, right? We'll move that into it. So this is going to be cool. So we're getting all these designs ready, right? We'll move that over some. We'll move that over. We want to bring in a bookshelf, right? Because we want them to see the bookshelf. So let's see what bookshelf we want to bring in. Let's see. So we'll bring in, let's say we'll bring in these, right? So we could bring in these two together, side by side, and we'll probably put this at the bottom because it'll make sense for it to be right on the bottom. So we will move that up some, close in on this. We'll put this here. Yep. Perfect. So that is perfect. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. And now we'll bring in some other designs, right? Because we want them to see some other elements as well that they could bring in. We'll bring this in at the bottom. And you want to fill as much white space as you can inside of the design, right? You want to fill in as much white space as you can. So I'm just going to make this a tad bit smaller. And then now we'll bring in like another. So we'll bring in this. And then we'll bring in one more because we need to fill in the gap at the top, right? And we'll place this. We'll place her. And we could either place her like somewhere up here. Actually, I like her like right here. So yeah, I actually like her right here. And now we'll bring in one more and we should be able to fill up the gap. So we'll bring in one more design. Let's see. How about we bring in like a couch? I think that'll be good. So now we'll bring in a couch. So we'll bring in that couch and we'll place that couch right here in this corner. Right? So, oh yes, beautiful. This is perfect. Perfect. Right? And we can move this over just a little bit so we can make the couch a little bit bigger, right? Because we want to still keep the pictures, close to size ratio. Bring that down just a tad bit. Bring this down just a tad bit. Right, so now we have this clip art done. We'll make this just a little bit smaller. Make this just a little bit bigger. Bring this down just a little bit. Right, and now we have this clip art mock-up done. I love it. It looks amazing. And now what I want to do is I want to go in and change the color. And a cool thing is that you could change the color based upon like the pictures. So I could, that's the words. I want to make sure I click on the actual box. There we go. And the cool thing about Canva is it picks up the photo colors. So you can change the photo colors based upon this, right? So I want to make it something a little dark, but not too dark, not too light. So no, so maybe we might do this color here. This is like a mauve, right? So I like this color. So we'll leave it here. And then I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to do like a stripe background, right? Because you want something that can kind of fade out in the back, right? Because I don't want it to just be a white background. I'm going to do like a stripe background. I just want to make sure I could change the color in the back. I can't actually change this color, but it matches sort of. So I'm going to position this to the back and I'm going to turn the transparency down, right? So you can't see everything, but you can see that it does have a background, right? So now, as you can see, we have a background and we have the clip art images, right? And now it just gives it some pop. Right. So now we see the images here and we have the scenes, we have the clip art. Like it just gives a great preview of what people are expected to get, right, when they actually purchase this bundle, right? So you can see so many things that you could do. You could pair up and it's going to be really, really cool once they actually get it. So that is how you create a listing mockup for your clip art, right? And you can do different variations of this, but I really love how this came out. It's nice, clear, clean, and cut. You get to see the different images and styles that you get. So yes, if you like this video, please comment below, subscribe, share, and like. And as always, share this out to as many people as you can, to as many people as you think will benefit from learning how to create mockups for their listings, right? Because they really, really matter and people really like to see what they're going to get and they want it to be nice and pretty and beautiful. And this here is just such a great, appealing, elegant Black girl reading pack. And if I saw this pop up, I certainly would purchase it and buy it. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Comment, share, like, and don't forget to subscribe. Comment below for other videos that you would like to see. And thank you all so, so much.